concept on solutions. So whenever a solution is made, it is actually made up of two substances, and one is known as the solute, other one is known as the solvent. So for example, if I take salt and it is mixed in water, and then if I take sand and it is also mixed in water, now these are two types of solutions. In the first case, when salt is mixed in water, it will form a homogeneous mixture because salt completely dissolves in water. Whereas in the case of sand and water, sand will not completely mix in water. That means it will form a heterogeneous mixture. It will form a homogeneous mixture. So when a solute is completely mixed in the water, it is known as a soluble substance or a soluble solute. When a solute is not mixed in the water, like the case of sand, it is referred to as the insoluble substance or the insoluble solute. Now, as you can see that we have taken water, and that is why it is said that water is the universal solvent. By the word universal solvent, we basically mean that it can dissolve most of the types of solutes, and those solutes can either be in the solid state, liquid state, or the gaseous state. So water can dissolve solids, like in the case of salt was the case of solids. It can also dissolve liquid, like the case of alcohol. It can also dissolve gases like carbon dioxide or oxygen. Because it can dissolve so many types of solutes, it is referred to as a universal solvent. Now, there are various applications for universal solvent also. The first application for universal solvent is that because water can absorb the minerals, and these minerals are present in the water and are taken up by the plants. Now, when plants absorb the water, they get this water from the roots. Actually, roots have root hair, and this root hair absorbs the water. Now, when the root hair absorbs the water, it also absorbs the mineral, and these minerals are transported to all parts of the plant for the growth and the development. Because universal solvent is water, and water can absorb so many types of substances, only because of this property, the roots are able to absorb the minerals as well as the water. The next application of the universal solvent is that it can also dissolve gases. So it is important. It is an important solvent for oxygen as well as carbon dioxide. So those animals who live in water, basically the aquatic animals, they can absorb the oxygen from the water with the help of a special organ known as gills. So they have gills to absorb the oxygen, and they breathe out carbon dioxide, which is also mixed in this water. This is only possible because water is a universal solvent. Now, as we have discussed the case of universal solvent, there are few properties of solutions also. So the first property of solution is that it forms a homogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture can be considered only as a mixture. We don't consider heterogeneous mixture as a solution. Only homogeneous types of mixture are known as solutions. The next property of the solutions is that they always form a clear and a transparent substance. They are never found in the opaque, like in the case of sand and water. They will always form a clear and a transparent solution. You can also see the other side of the glass because they are transparent. The next property of solutions is that they will always pass through the filter paper. Now, when the filtration is done, like a video has been also made by Abhas online on the concept of filtration, but in this concept we talk about the filter paper. Because solutions are homogeneous, so they will pass through the filter paper and no residue will be left. So while separating a mixture of sand and water or salt and water, generally we refer to the process of evaporation. Now these were the properties of solutions. Because they are homogeneous, they are transparent, and they will pass through the filter paper. And then we have discussed different examples, like you can also say that even glucose, sugar, lemon juice, these all are also mixed in water, and that is why water is referred to as the universal solvent. So this was the concept of solutions. We have discussed the examples, properties, and the properties also of the universal solvent.